Hey guys, welcome back to Jack on Tracks and an episode of Back Shop. And in this episode, we're going to show you how to take that doodle bug with two broken gears and very poor lighting and make it do this. Oh, look at that lights. And it works now. Yeah, so stay tuned. I'll show you how we do it. I'm just going to warn you now. It's a long video. It goes all over the place. I apologize. Well, I'll see you in the video. Hey guys, welcome back to Jack on Tracks and another episode of the Back Shop. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of these lately, and I'm just trying to get ahead of all the repairs and stuff of some of my older units. This unit you've seen before. This is the doodle bug that we put the decoder in and then promptly detonated the gears. So I ordered a new set of gears from Northwest Shortline. They just came in about a day or so ago. Northwest Shortline's a good company with great products, but they got to like up their they either got to get more employees or they got to do something, because it just takes way too long to get stuff from them. I ordered these are close to 20 days, 30 days to get these, something like that. When I called to find out what was going on, they told me that I remember I said I ordered a puller in one of my other videos. Not puller, the quarterer. They said they make these individually. Okay. I don't know what that means, but whatever. So here we are. We got the gears. Only one gear is busted. But if one gear is busted, I'm going to go with the other gear is not far behind it. I got to take a look to see what I got to do. I think I got to pull this shell off. But, oh, what's up with that? Okay, that just came off. Not happy about that. All right, we'll figure that out too. All right. So put a little dab of glue on that, and that should stay on there. All right, so we're gonna go in here. Also, I never noticed it, but my people fell out. So this is anyone that has one of these knows that these are a bit of a chore to get apart. But it can't be done. And I think while I'm in here, I don't think I did it. No, I didn't. I think while I'm in here, yeah. I think we will. I think while we're in here, we're going to upgrade these to LEDs. Possibly this might get a strip in here. I got to see how much room I have. If I have the room, I'll do it. All right, so what do I got to do? All right. As you remember, I had to trim down a lot of the fat on the bottom of the board to get this in here. There was no way that even a plug would fit in here, because this is no thicker. That's no thicker than a plug. So we had to do a little something in here to get this going, to get this to fit. And we did it. A good video. A bunch of you guys have seen it. I'll put a card in it. I'll put a link to it in this video so you guys can peruse it again if you like. All right, that's a little weird right there, because I tested this the other day and it worked, and I'm just looking in here now and I'm missing my drive shaft. All right, let's figure this out. All right, guys, so after looking around, I have no idea what just happened to that drive shaft. Not a clue. This thing was tested out the other day and it ran poorly, but it ran. So I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to find the drive shaft or make a drive shaft. But I determined that the easiest way to do this is to desolder these. I know I look at this. I took these apart once before. I don't remember it being this friggin' difficult, so. I don't remember having that much grease in this thing. Well, we're gonna give this a little clean up and then go from there. I know we inspected these because that's how I determined I had split gear. I don't know if you can see it, but there's the split in the gear. There's that one. That one's split. That one, this one's split too. Oh, yeah, this one's split too, it looks like. What we got to do is we got to get this all lined up, nice and nice. Let's clean this off here. That's it's a well lubricated unit right there. I might just pop this whole thing apart. But first, let's get the gears on here. All right. So here's the puller. As you guys know, I'm a tool fool. I love tools. I'll buy tools. I just buy them. May never use them, but I'm going to own it. No, I'm kidding. I basically, if I need a tool for something, I just buy it. All right. So if you look on there, you can see that that's the solid side, and that one has a insulator in it. So we're going to push on the solid side. So I don't want to have to try to get two things together. Plus, this is nice and flat on here. I really want to do a video on how to use this puller. It's just I don't know how to set the camera up for this. There's a lot. Might not have been completely in the center of that one. All right, so there's that. That gear just falls right off. I was hoping to have one good gear, but that's not going to happen. These are both the same gears. So, I don't know why they're just going to sell it as a set. They should have just sold it as a set. And if you look at the gear, one side is chamfered, and the other side isn't. So, slide the chamfer side on. All right, so let me clean this wheel off. What's off of this wheel? Back to the table over here, and we just got to drive this on. Now we got that in. Whew. A little tricky. And I believe he's got to be about midway, middle. So that's what we're going to do. If I was correct with this, the gear, yeah, this gear is much wider. It's the full width, so that should be the spot. Let's check it out. Perfect. That looks perfecto. The only thing that made this better is if that was the full width. And I accidentally pushed against the plastic part of the gear, so I need to resettle that in, and then we will pull out the gauge. You know, the gauge, and we will double check to make sure we're engaged. We'll engage the gauge. All right, give me a split second, and let me gather my gauge. All right, guys, so we got the gauge, and I know these wheels are going to be out. Oh. Actually, show me I'm within. That's interesting, because I pushed that out a little bit. All right, so I'm going to leave it. I'm going to call that one done. Oh. See, where they? Let me clean this up and see if I can show you where the split is. It's some people say the plastic just shrinks over time. Some people say it dries out. I read an article that basically said that. All right, you can see it. All right, that went the way of the axle, so we didn't need that one anyway. But yeah, and this one is the same thing. This one's got the same split in it. So we'll go and we'll do this one too. Gear off. Get all the crap off this axle. It's like I said, some people say that the plastic just shrinks over time. I don't know. That don't make sense to me. I read an article somewhere, something like that, where the person basically said that the oil that they use is reacting with the plastic, causing the plastic to fail. That, in all honesty, makes more sense to me than all the other explanations. You got a little hole there, so I got to put it in there. I learned that when I did the other axle. That looks to be good. That's definitely not good. Yeah. You see, tap that in there. That's the plastic side. So we're gonna push this in, get this one flush. We're gonna do with that one, and then we'll come back and we'll fix the other side. It's still too tight. That's just a tad on the tight side. So all right, that's that. All right, so goes in there, goes in there. All right, let's get this. It's really annoying me. It's like really driving me crazy that I can't find this freaking thing. This drive shaft, because that was literally it. I tested this before I did this, and I thought I only had one bad gear. I'm just doing one little thing real quick to see if this drive shaft fell into this thing, because that would be awesome. Awesome sauce. That'll save me $14 in shipping. It is a little ridiculous that every time you try to get something shipped from anybody, it's $14. Not so awesome. Okay. I'm gonna have to spend $14. Oh shit. Interesting way to hold it in, but that's the way they got to hold it in. All right, so now, since we're in here, and we have inadequate lighting, just have to figure out which way to run this light. All right, so if I'm correct, this side, that's the positive, that's the ground. And if I'm not, I'm not. This is just a rough install right now, just to get it in here. I'm gonna put it on the test track, test it out. All right, so I'll take a picture of all this and I'll put this and I'll put it up on the screen. This side is really nothing. I'm just touching these wires into here. We're gonna have the lid off for that because I want to see. I have LED strips. I could put a nice across the top over there. Might have to play with some resistors in there to get it to work a little better. We're gonna put some of our passengers back in here. I don't know how long. For some reason, I think I have a box of passengers somewhere. I don't know if I bought these as seated passengers or I cut these down. I might have cut these down. I don't remember. But I'm also going to give these a little touch of panel line, because that made a big difference. All right, guys, just give me 1 second and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so we put that on the test track, and surprisingly, it worked. Okay, so it works perfect, and it's going to be a huge improvement over what was there. So now, what I got to do, I unsolder this, and I got to make up an LED. I got to make up a light. Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so some part in the video, you saw me wiring the LEDs into this, and I'm waiting for the drive shaft to come in. So that's all going to be in this video. So what happened was, this looks awesome. On the track, put it on there. This back part looks great. I reduced it down. Perfect. Everything came out great. There was a light tube in here, and this was lined up perfect with the back of the light tube, and even against the back of the light tube, it just wasn't giving me enough light. It just did not look good, and I decided that I was going to go the extra mile with this model. So I glued on an SMD. The more I'm playing with these, the more I'm seeing that this is a 402, and I think I used, or this is a 604 or something like that. Let's call it 400, 600, and 800. This is I think a 400, possibly a 600. My next order is I'm going to order the 400s, the 600s, the 800s, and then the next size up. I'm going to order all 4 of them, have them in stock, so I can really play with them and give you guys a little more information on them. All right, so there's no resistor on here, which, if you guys remember, you guys didn't see that, right? I didn't record that. I was working on some club trains, and I glued an SMD onto the back of the switcher, and it's all in there, all nice, painted up nice. It came out looking good. When I tested with this, it looked fantastic. And I got a little distracted when I was putting the whole thing together, and I forgot to put a resistor in. My bad. All right. See how that looks? That looks a million times better than what it was looking like before with this 3mm in here. And this is on 2 AA batteries. This is going to be popping when it's on the track. So we're gonna fix that now. I'm gonna put a plug in there. Why? Because I'm a freaking glutton. The resistor is gonna get soldered onto this board, then the plug, and then this wire. So, all right, there's gonna be a lot of jumping around, and I'm probably gonna do a lot of this off camera, just because it's a little easier for me to do. And I got people coming over, and I need to get my phone to work. I'm probably gonna have to retape this whole thing up. Hopefully my drive shaft is I ordered it from Bachmann. What's killing me is it's a $2 part, $9 in shipping. Yeah, that's the part that hurts. So let's clean this up. We get this off. Everything's working, so I'm not going to mess with whatever's going on here. I could possibly come in here and cut this and solder in the resistor. Enough. I'm not doing it. As you see, I put the resistor in here. That this thing was like Yankee Stadium inside. With that resistor, it comes out, it's looking pretty good. So we're going to leave that. That comes on. That's on as soon as this thing hits the track. I didn't try to figure out where I could wire this second light in here because I don't know where it is, and I'm just not into it that much to worry about that. This is working fine, so we're going to leave it that way. I'm getting a lot of my electronic stuff from AliExpress right now because their prices are really ridiculous. It's not even funny, and I feel dirty because I know I'm supporting the CCP. Oh, this hobby ain't cheap. and I ain't made of money. All right, so I need my helping hands. Get that resistor wired in. All right, so blue is common. So I have a drawer of scrap, and this is why I'm doing this. I'm not trying to be cheap with my wiring, my wires. Trying not to really be cheap with my wires. It's just that it's becoming apparently clear that I'm going through way too much wire. If I can reuse a piece for something like this, it's perfect. This is rosin core, and it's making a little too much of a mess for me, so I'm just going to go back to this other stuff, which is rosin core, but it's a little higher quality. That looks like this is on a set off, so I got more than enough room. Just want to double check. I know back here, you guys remember from the other video, which I'm going to post the card in the video probably twice. You'll see how I basically took this and sanded this down a lot, because this is about the thickness. This is literally about the thickness of just a plug. So if you plugged it and laid it in over here, there was no room. This was just way, this thing sat up like way too high, but we got that all sorted out. So, all right, so let me figure this out here. I'm actually going to put some insulate. I'm going to put some shrink wrap over this a little bit later on. All right, so what I need is I need my plug. I ordered two types of these. These are the small ones at the 1.25 millimeter, the tiny. And these are the 2. I recommend you get the 2s. These I got off of, I think, eBay. But I recommend you get these. These are my new red ones. We're going to use these very shortly. Yeah. So we're going to do that. Oh, these are... Yeah, I think these are the 600s, and that was a 200. I probably should use the 600. I want to see the difference. I honestly believe that the 600 and 800s will give me a better look out of these, but I'm not 100% sure. So these were the 2s. Okay, so go with the 2 millimeters. We'll go with the 2. It is a little bigger, but I actually do have the room in there, so I'm going to go with it. So we got that figured out, and this one's a little easier because these are a lot bigger. Just makes it a little bit easier. Make it a little bit easier to solder. Yep, and that's that. That's what I wanted that to do, and that's what it did. All right, so now what I need to do, and I don't think I'm ready for, I need to solder this on, but I'm not ready for that yet. All right, guys, so I'm just going to cut this video for now, because I got to do some stuff and it doesn't pay for you guys to watch. But it's silly. What I got to do. All right, so I got that put in, wired in, it's taped down. I got the ends wired on, soldered on. All right, there's the resistor. That's the positive lead. All right, so hopefully Saturday. Today's Thursday. Saying Saturday, my parts are going to get delivered from Bachmann. I got to give them credit. I ordered them a day ago, and they're already on their way. So that's pretty good service, I think. I don't know what that is. Piece of tape. I don't know. All right, there it is, back together again. Let me put this on the test track, and it's not going to move, but I'll get some nice lighting pictures for you guys. I'll put that in here. And all right, let's go do that. We're going to go put it on the test track. We're going to power it up, and we're going to get some nice pictures of the lights. I don't know how froggy I feel, but Tomar just came out with some LED versions of these marker lights. That would really make this pop, set this off that much more. I don't know if I'm going to go that route. I might see if I can find some I might see if I can find a single coach, a heavyweight coach that I can put with this one, if that's the appropriate thing. Oh, I gotta do one more thing. The pickups aren't touching these rear wheels, so let's go give that a little visit while we're sitting. These just pop out. They're gonna be easier than I thought. But then I'm jinxing myself by saying that. All right, that was that. That was pretty simple. Let's go put this on test track and give this a look over. All right, guys, so we're back. I'm not really sure what happened to that last bit of video. So basically what I got was I bought a roll of this off of eBay, not eBay, Amazon. I think I paid $10 for like, what do I got? 10 feet of this stuff. So it's basically this. The warm white LEDs. I'm still modeling transition error stuff, so I don't need any bright white. All right, so we got that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to I also gave them a touch with the panel line. It really, when it's wet, it looks terrible because it really darkens everything up. But you gotta remember, after these things get lit up in there, you're really not gonna see them. It's not like O gauge where you can actually look inside. You're gonna see figures inside. That's what I'm going for. Just want it to look like there's something going on in there. I know guys say they jam they put a sound decoder in it. They actually consider that, doing sound in this. It is a fascinating idea. So We wind up doing a Tsunami 2 N-scale decoder in it. That's what would fit in here. Definitely not fitting an HO decoder in this thing. There's just not enough room. The only thing I have not figured out at this very moment is how I'm attaching these lights. Like I said, I'm not doing a keep alive in here because I'm not trying to figure out space to put the keep alive and make the keep alive whatever, or to stay bright, whatever you want to call them. I don't really need any more than that. There's going to be plenty bright in there. So the question I got is, do I have room underneath this? I want to keep that light tube in there. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tape this in with some Kapton tape. That just makes my life easier. I don't have to worry about, that's just going to bolt out. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to Kapton that in there right now. It has adhesive on the back. Yes, it does. I know that. But if I stick it to the bottom of the light tube, you're going to see the bulbs. This way, you're not going to see the bulbs. This is a little archaic right this second. Don't worry. We'll clean this up when I get this lid, when I get the top, the shell off again to do the soldering. And then we'll be good. It's just not going to move because we lost the drive shaft. I don't know how. It worked. I tested it. It ran. It just didn't run well. Since this is running on DCC, which is AC, alternating current, square wavelength or whatever, some weird thing it's got going on different than regular AC, I don't need to really worry about polarity. So we're just going to touch these in. And that, so those are done. Let's just go take this to the track real quick and I'll give it as a test. That was way too bright. So I believe I grabbed, did I grab two? No. I'm gonna put one resistor in. I'm only doing this resistor right now as a test, and if it works, I'll come back and I'll trim it and get it in here correctly. I'm just doing this for expedientness. I have to put two resistors in, I don't know. That works much nicer. All right, there's that. I wish I should have got some video of it before, how dim the light was before, but I didn't. And sorry. But here we are, putting it back together again. That's in place. That's in place. These wires are clear. That's clear. Hey guys, we're back, and it showed up from Bachmann. Got here pretty quick, so we're going to finish this up. This has been some video. There's been so many changes in this video with how I did the lights, how I did this, how I did that. It's freaking confusing. All right, so I don't know if you can really see in there. Try to do it. You're not going to see it. You're going to have to trust me. I'm putting this in the hole. Line up that side. All right. Except I'm not in there. Yep, that's it. That was the extent of it. All right, so let's give a quick recap. All right, changed out the front LED. We changed out the front incandescent light bulb for an LED, an SMD mounted directly to the back of that light. Install the wiring harness with a plug on top. Put in a strip of LEDs with a 1K ohm resistor in it, and possibly we might change that up and put a second one in there. Later date, you'll never know about it, but it looks good. I'm gonna put this cover back on, put the shell back on, get this all nice and done. That's as simple as that. We changed the Katy coupler, put a Katy coupler on it. It had a McHenry. We fixed the pickups in the back because they were compressed in. It's kind of weird. Changed the gears. We used the puller. We used the puller, and we used it as a press as well. Push everything together. Everything worked out good on that. We're going to check it out to see how well it runs. All right. Let me get you over to test track, and you can watch this this thing run back and forth, and we'll look at the lights. All right. Be right back. All right, guys, here we are. We're on test track. We found it on JMRI. Turned the power on. Those lights stay on all the time. And because I haven't figured out how to wire it into the board, and I don't think I'm going to. I kind of don't care. They look good on. And we're just going to come in here, and we're going to give it a little... Oh, let's go forward. Turn the headlight on. Oh, you can't really see the headlight. Let me pull it back. The headlight's pretty bright. So we got that in there. And it goes off when you go in reverse, forward. That's one click on a 128 throttle. That's actually pretty good. That's going nice, right? 2, 3. That's pretty good. I mean, yeah, thought about putting sound in it. Maybe one day if I have a little extra money and get some of the other trains going, maybe put sound in this one and pull this decoder out and put it in something else. But yeah, that's really it for this episode. Thanks for watching Jack on Tracks. Like and subscribe. Hey guys, I'm close to 400, which is actually really cool. So if you are watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button. I really would appreciate that. It really help. Hit the like button. Help me get out there to more people if you like me. If you don't like me, hit the like button so you can go torture other people by them watching me. All right. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.